Hey, what's up guys? So let's take a look at some dash cam solutions for installing a rear dash cam on some trickier vehicles. Specifically, we're going to take a look at convertibles, trucks, vans, and RVs. All of these vehicles have some complications with installing a rear dash cam somewhere on the back of the car. Now, in this video, we're going to go over a couple different solutions for each type of vehicle, and which one is best for you is obviously going to depend on your vehicle, what you drive. These vehicles are all going to vary, plus, of course, your specific preferences and needs. And so down in the video description, I'm going to link to all of the different dash cams and accessories and rear cams and cables and all the kind of stuff that we're going to talk about. So I'll link to all of that kind of stuff down below. But with that said, let's take a look at some of the options for installing rear dash cams on some of these trickier vehicles. So to start things off, let's begin here first with convertibles. Now, back when I had my Miata, what I did is I just installed a dash cam back on the rear window, and that actually worked totally fine. I had the power retractable hardtop, and I ran the cables down around the joints to make sure that nothing got pinched when the top went up and down, but it actually worked out okay in that situation. Now, obviously I would run into the issue of where when the top is down, then, well, my rear dash cam can't record anything, and now I only have the front-facing dash cam. And so ideally, it would be better to have a rear-facing dash cam that can work regardless of if the top is up or down. Additionally, that rear window is going to vary for different vehicles. For example, with some convertibles, you've actually got a soft rear window, and so you don't have like a strong, solid mounting place for that rear camera. Furthermore, some tops are actually completely removable, so you may run into issues with having the cable there and maybe having to like plug and unplug things as well. And so depending on how your convertible is designed, you may have better or worse experiences with installing a camera on the back window. Now, fortunately though, there are a couple different workarounds to help with this. Now, one of the easiest solutions is just to install a dash cam that has an interior cabin-facing camera as well. Just install somewhere up on the windshield and then records the inside of the car, you and your passenger, for example. That can be pretty helpful to also give you some recording back behind you, but that's really more of like a wide-angle lens for the interior of your car. It's not really prioritizing recording back behind you, especially because maybe like you and your driver and your headrest and stuff are going to be blocking some of the rear visibility. Now, another option is going to be something like what Nextbase does with their rear telephoto camera, where basically it's like an add-on camera that attaches to the side of the front camera and zooms past your head to record back behind you. I did some testing with it years ago in my SUV, and it worked out in that situation too. Similarly, you could also take something like the add-on telephoto camera that's available now for some of the VFO dash cams. It's traditionally designed to point facing forward to help you better zoom in and capture license plates, but if you want, you could install it and just rotate the dash cam around and have it record back behind you as well, doing the same sort of thing. Now, as far as the best solution though, I think in that case, you're probably going to want to grab one of those dash cams that has a rear camera that's designed to install back by the rear license plate area. And I covered one of these recently when I reviewed the Nexigo D90 Gen 3. That's a rear view mirror dash cam that also has a waterproof rear camera that gets installed by the rear license plate area. And that rear camera can also double as a backup camera as well. And something like this that's fixed is going to be very helpful to always record back behind you, again, regardless of what's going on with the top on your convertible. Now, there's a bunch of different dash cams nowadays that have a rear external waterproof camera like this, so you can just pick one that you like. If I was kind of doing something like this again today, I would probably go for something like a VFO 8229 Pro one-channel version, and then I would also add on the waterproof rear camera as well to turn it into a two-channel dash cam for both front and rear recording. Next, let's take a look at installing a rear dash cam on a truck. Now, if you've got a rear window in the back of the cab, you can always install a dash cam right there, but the bed of the truck is going to be obscuring some of your rear visibility and recording cars back behind you. That said, some people really like this mounting location because, well, it's also going to allow you to record the bed back behind you as well. And that can be helpful for additional security, maybe recording in case somebody tries to steal something out of the bed of the truck, for example. So that could be a good option for you as well. And it's an easy to install option. Now, that said, if you do want better visibility back behind you, you can always do the same sort of thing with that waterproof rear camera that goes back along your license plate. And depending on how long the bed of your truck is and how long of a cable that you'll need to reach all the way back there, they do offer a variety of different lengths of extension cables so that you can pick the one that's appropriate for your vehicle. Next, let's take a look at installing a rear dash cam on a van. And the main limitation here is the fact that, well, a lot of vans may not even have a rear window in the first place to install a traditional rear-facing dash cam. Now, one easy workaround is the fact that, well, again, you can install your exterior rear waterproof camera at the rear license plate area, just like you can with these other vehicles, so that can certainly work. However, you can also pick up one that's specifically designed for trucks and typically gets installed up at the very top of the truck, which can be helpful for maybe recording when people are loading and unloading the truck too. Now, Blackview has a line of some truck-specific rear cameras, and these are basically bigger, beefier cameras designed specifically for trucks and heavy-duty vehicles. And they also include some infrared LEDs too to help it better see at night. That said, these dash cams are not really suitable as a backup camera, which can be an issue when you aren't able to easily see back behind you. And so for that reason, you could also pick up a backup camera that has a big dedicated display to allow you to see what's going on back behind you. And some of these can record as well and also double as a rear-facing dash cam too. And so again, you've got a variety of different options depending on what you want to accomplish. Finally, let's take a look at RVs. Now, this is going to be pretty similar to a lot of the other vehicles like the vans, but one of the main issues is the fact that, well, RVs can actually be really long and you may have difficulty actually getting the cable to run from the front to the back of the vehicle. Now, if that's the case, one easy solution is you can just get like a standalone front-facing dash cam that's designed to install on your windshield and then just turn around and install it on the rear window of your RV. You would then just wire it to its own power source, and then it would just basically be a standalone rear-facing dash cam. Then if you'd want to control the dash cam from the front of the vehicle, you could pick up like a wireless Bluetooth button that a number of different manufacturers sell, and that's going to allow you to remotely control the dash cam on the back window while you're sitting up at the front in the driver's seat. Now, if you want a more integrated setup and you can get an extension cable long enough to reach from the front to the rear, then yeah, you've got the same options with doing your exterior truck mounted cameras or your license plate cameras, just like we've talked about earlier in the video. Additionally, if you want to record, say, like the sides of the vehicle, you could also take a look at something like the ThinkWare multiplexer box, for example, that allows you to combine a bunch of different camera angles, and they sell some exterior side-facing cameras that you can pick up, and you can attach those to the side of the RV to give you some additional coverage on, well, the sides of the vehicle too. And so as you can see, there's a variety of different options that are available depending on, well, what kind of vehicle you drive, what sort of solution that you want, etc. If there's something that I haven't covered in the video, you have more questions, of course, as always, feel free to ask down in the comment area below. If you'd like to pick up one of these different styles of dash cams, I'll have a bunch of links down in the description to different types of dash cams and extension cables and rear cameras and all this kind of stuff for a variety of different vehicles. And so if you're looking for recommendations on like a good dash cam in general, I've got a video that covers that as well. You can also check out that video too. But otherwise, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you in the next one.